Let's use the Photoshop Elements Subject Select to remove two of the three people in this picture, these two background girls. Really easy to do. So when we're finished, it'll look like that. There we go. Before and after. Okay, let me show you all the steps. Let's just get rid of this one copy up here. First thing you want to do is make a duplicate of your background layer. Right-click and duplicate layer. Choose OK. There we go. And hide the original. That's just a safety because we're going to be changing the pixels on this layer. In case things get messed up, you have your safety to go back to. Okay, now on this layer up here, go up to Select, come down to Subject, and then Photoshop Elements is going to find all of the subjects in the picture, and here we go, it has found all three. This girl here, the girl back here, and the girl in the foreground. We now need to unselect or deselect our foreground image. So for that, I'll just use the lasso tool right here, and come down and choose Subtract from Selection as the option. And then just draw a loose lasso outside of the original selection like this. There we go. Clear around. That's then removed. So I only have these two people in our selection. Now down here I have a bit of this rock showing in there, and her shoes are not selected, so I'm going to do just a quick lasso around most of that rock to keep part of that. There we go. And I want to add those shoes in, so go over here to Add, and same thing, a little section right around the shoes like that. That's now added into our selection. Now it's in too tight. If you do it like this, you're going to be getting a real kind of ugly halo where it's going to keep part of the image inside. So we want to expand these selections a little bit. And for that, go up here to Select, come down to Modify and Expand. And I'm taking mine up by 10 pixels. That should be enough to give us some space around here. Choose OK. And then now larger, as you can see right here, there's a little bit of hair showing right there. We'll fix that later with the Clone Stamp tool. You just want to make sure that there's a bit of space around your subject with the selection not touching the subject, and I think that's fine. Now, let's get rid of most of this in one move here, one step. Go up to Edit, come down to Fill Selection, and make sure Content Aware is selected. Leave everything else the same, choose OK, and there we go. That's fixed most of this. Let's now deselect. That's just the Control-D keyboard shortcut. There we are. I can see a little bit of something in here that might be okay. A little bit of problems right up around here. I could possibly have gone a little larger on my expansion to fix that. We'll fix that with the Clone Stamp and a little bit of a line right in here. Everything else looks pretty naturalistic. So let's take care of these clouds. Now for clouds with the Clone Stamp tool, you want to make sure you're using a soft edge brush. It's pretty small. The larger the brush size, the better this is going to work. The larger the size, the larger the softness as well, and that helps to blend things in. Okay, I want to fix that edge right here and this stuff in here. So come over to a good matching spot, hold the Alt key down, click to select from here, and let's paint that in and just remove this. Now, whenever you get it into a spot like here where it's changing a little bit, just come in and choose a different spot like right over here, and then paint in from that. So you have that line to help blend the image in. I'll do about like that. Looks pretty good. And I think that section is now okay. Let's now fix this over here. I want a little bit of this cloud right here on top of that. There we go. And then let's now get rid of this kind of a strange offset pattern happening in here. This is going to be a little bit of back and forth to make this work. I'll go over here someplace and then just match that in. That looks pretty good. Be a little bit right across there. Same thing down here. Grab from over here, come in here. You can see how I can see what's in there by moving my brush around a little bit. Find a good spot that blends that in and then just use that to affect the repair. And we out here a little bit and come in like that. And I think that's pretty good. I no longer see that line. Let's just now zoom in down here and make sure that we're okay on this. This might be a problem area right in here. And that is, there's too much rock up through here. That's kind of bad looking. I wanted to have the rock ending down here. Now, this is a real sharp edge rock, so I'm going to grab the lasso tool. I'm going to set my feathering here to 0 because of that sharp edge. And let's make a new selection. And I'll just go right along here, just kind of follow the shape like this, and then I'll fake that edge down over here. Looks pretty good. And then up and around that problem area and back to the beginning again. So this is now protected from everything else. I can come in here and I can Clone Stamp in here without damaging anything else. Now that rock is real back here. Not sure if I can keep that or not. Maybe I can steal something from up here and put it down there. We'll see. So Clone Stamp tool. This time the brush is too large, so I'll use the left square bracket key to bring the brush size down a bit. I think that's a better size right here. Notice how you can see where I'm copying from inside of the brush. And we'll start off by bringing some stuff over here into this area. We'll just kind of work our way in a little bit on this. And this will take a few repositions. Go over here, grab something, come in here, paint it in over here, grab some more, come in here, paint in here. Now you're going to get some duplication happening. We'll take care of that once we have this basically lined up so it's looking natural. And right there, there we go. Now up in here, we're getting into some rocky area. I can come up just a little bit, I think, like that. That seems to make sense. And then let's just grab maybe from over here a little bit of rock and put that right in there. That works. I think we're okay here. Let's now take care of this bit. And I'll try to put in some rock on this right-hand side, see if we can make that work out or not. Not sure if this is going to work out, but we'll try. Mostly it's the excessive sharpness of detail in there that I don't want to have happen. Okay, that actually works out pretty well. Now we have some duplication over here and down here, so I want to hide that. So I'll grab something different up here and just kind of put that on top. Changes that look. Let's just change the top a little bit here so it's not exactly the same as that. And that's a nice match. I think we've repaired that section. Let's now use the Control-D keyboard shortcut to deselect that. And that's fixed. Okay, let's go over to the other side and check this. And that's right here. Other girl's boots are right in here. I want to fix that. It's a bit weird up here. Back again to the lasso tool. And I'll start over here. And I'm just going to fake in that edge right around here. So I'll take it just outside and catch that dark line there while we're at it. And then out and around and back to the beginning again. That should be enough. Scroll down a little bit and I'll take some stuff from down here and stick it up here. So clone stamp tool, come down over here, Alt and click right there. And I'll just paint that in along that edge. There we go. Control-D to deselect. And I think that's perfect. So now go back to fit screen. So there we go. Real fast and easy fix using Subject Select. And I'll see you next time.